Yeah. Way up. Turn it all up.
Astronomical cycles. The precession of the equinoxes, a 26,000-year cycle, is completing. The solar system is moving into a new region of the galaxy with different energetic frequencies. Ancient texts describe this as the time when the veil between dimensions grows thin, when those who exist in other frequencies can cross over, when the gods return. Governments do not just hide information, they weaponize ignorance. The modern education system, media conglomerates, religious institutions, and scientific establishments all serve a single function: keeping humanity asleep.
Wow.
This is not incompetence. This is design.
You
In
better believe it.
1954, the same year Eisenhower allegedly met with non-human entities, the Bilderberg Group held its first official meeting. Coincidence? Hardly. The meeting was held in the Netherlands, hosted by Prince Bernhard, a former member of the Nazi SS and close associate of the Rockefeller family. The attendees included heads of state, media moguls, banking elites, and intelligence directors. No minutes were recorded. No press was allowed. But leaked documents from a 1978 meeting reveal the core agenda: management of human consciousness through controlled information, economic dependency, and spiritual suppression. The Vatican, one of the wealthiest and most secretive institutions on Earth, holds the largest collection of ancient texts in existence. The Vatican's secret archives contain over 85 kilometers of shelving, with documents dating back thousands of years. In 2012, researcher and author Tom Horn was granted limited access to a section of the archives. What he found was staggering. Multiple references to non-human entities, descriptions of hybrid beings, and explicit warnings about the return of the Nephilim, the giants born from the union of fallen angels and human women. When Horn attempted to publish his findings, he received a cease and desist order from Vatican lawyers. His manuscript was never released in its original form. The Smithsonian Institution has a documented history of destroying evidence that contradicts the official narrative of human history. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, newspapers across America reported discoveries of giant skeletons, some over 9 feet tall, with elongated skulls and double rows of teeth. These skeletons were sent to the Smithsonian for study and were never seen again. In 2004, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of releasing classified documents from the Smithsonian. The documents confirmed that over 1,000 giant skeletons were destroyed between 1900 and 1950 under the directive of preserving the integrity of the Darwinian model. NASA, founded by former Nazi scientists under Operation Paperclip, has systematically erased evidence of structures on the Moon and Mars. In 1994, researcher Richard Hoagland presented photographic evidence of geometric structures on Mars, including the famous face on Cydonia and nearby pyramids that align with Orion's belt, the same alignment as the pyramids of Giza. NASA dismissed the findings as shadows and natural formations. But when independent analysts enhanced the images, artificial symmetry and right angles became undeniable. In 2001, NASA rephotographed the region with a different camera angle and lighting, producing images that obscured the structures. When confronted, NASA claimed the original images were lost, just like the original Apollo 11 moon landing footage. Lost. The pharmaceutical and medical industry plays a role too. Fluoride in water, heavy metals in vaccines, endocrine disruptors in food, these are not accidental. Fluoride calcifies the pineal gland, the organ responsible for producing melatonin and DMT, the molecule associated with spiritual experiences and higher consciousness. Studies conducted in the 1990s by Dr. Jennifer Luke at the University of Surrey confirmed that fluoride accumulates in the pineal gland more than any other part of the body, leading to reduced melatonin production and impaired cognitive function.
Wow.
This research was published once and never funded again. The entertainment industry is not just a distraction, it is programming. Hollywood is run by 6 corporations, all with interlocking boards connected to intelligence agencies and military contractors. Films and television shows about reptilian aliens, underground bases, and global conspiracies are not fiction. They are soft disclosures. They are conditioning the public to accept the narrative when it is officially revealed. Notice how in almost every alien film, the solution is always to trust the government and military. The message is clear. When they come, do not resist. Obey. Social media platforms, controlled by the same elite bloodlines, use algorithms designed to suppress specific keywords. Try posting about reptilians, Anunnaki, or bloodline elites on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. Your reach will be throttled. Your content will be shadow banned.
Well,
Independent researchers who gain too much traction are deplatformed entirely. This is not a bug. This is a feature. Now we descend into the deepest layer of control, the control that does not end with death. Ancient Gnostic texts, Tibetan Buddhism, and shamanic traditions across the world describe the same phenomenon, the soul trap. When a human dies, the soul exits the body and enters a transitional realm. In this realm, the soul encounters a brilliant white light and beings that present themselves as angels, guides, or deceased loved ones. These beings encourage the soul to move toward the light, to go home, to reunite with the divine. But this is deception. The light is not heaven. It is a reincarnation machine.
damn.
And those beings are not angels.
You better
They
believe it.
are the archons. The Tibetan Book of the Dead explicitly warns against following the light. It instructs the dying to avoid all visions, all entities, and all tunnels, and instead focus on the clear light of the void, the true state of consciousness beyond the illusion. But how many people know this? How?
So in other words, when you die, you can't trust nobody. You can't trust nobody in the physical world. And when you leave and go to the spiritual world, you can't trust a soul there. Because they're going to send body-ass family members, gang stalkers, a.k.a. handlers, to try to convince you that you need to come back down this bitch and get another body and get gang stalked all over again. Can I get a no there?
How many are prepared? Almost none.
Nobody.
And so, the soul is lured back into the reincarnation cycle, memory wiped, consciousness reset, and sent back into a new body to continue generating energy for the archons. But what kind of energy? Emotional energy. Specifically, low-frequency emotions like fear, anger, grief, shame, and despair. The ancient texts call it louche, a term popularized by researcher Robert Monroe, founder of the Monroe Institute. Monroe, during out-of-body experiences, claimed to have witnessed non-physical entities farming human emotional energy. He described Earth as a controlled environment designed to maximize suffering and emotional output, which these entities consume as food. This is why the world is structured the way it is. Endless wars, economic slavery, manufactured disease, political division, propaganda, and fear-based media. It is not chaos. It is agriculture. Humanity is not at the top of the food chain. Humanity is the crop. And the farmers are preparing for harvest. The concept of karma is part of the trap. Karma is presented as a universal law of justice, but in reality, it is a debt system designed to keep souls reincarnating. You are told you must return to balance your karma, to learn lessons, to evolve. But evolution is a lie. You do not evolve by forgetting everything you learned in previous lives. You do not grow by repeating the same suffering in different bodies.
Right.
Reincarnation is not spiritual growth.
It ain't.
It is spiritual imprisonment.
Yes, it is.
Near-death experiencers who have resisted the light report vastly different experiences. They describe breaking through a barrier and encountering a vast, infinite consciousness that is not separate from themselves. They describe remembering the...
Because think about it. How in the hell can these people convince you to come on back because you got some unpaid debt or karma that you need to basically resolve. But then you come back and they wipe your mind and put you in a whole new entire family. And you don't even know who you are. You don't even remember that you was here before. You don't even remember the karmic debt that you had in that past previous life. So how the hell can I come back down to resolve some shit when I don't even remember the past life? So it's all deception.
Their true nature as eternal, limitless beings who chose to enter this reality but were trapped by the reincarnation system. Some report seeing the grid, the artificial matrix that overlays Earth, maintained by technology and consciousness suppression. The pineal gland, often called the third eye, is the biological interface for accessing higher dimensions and perceiving beyond the five senses. This is why it has been systematically targeted by fluoride, processed foods, and electromagnetic radiation. A calcified pineal gland cannot perceive the soul trap. It cannot access higher states of consciousness. It keeps humans locked in material perception, unable to pineal gland processed foods, and electromagnetic radiation. A calcified pineal gland cannot perceive the soul trap. It cannot access higher states of consciousness.
A lot of y'all right now is watching this video right now that's going to be watching this video. You cannot perceive the soul trap. You still holding on Jesus' hand. You're going to be the first. You will be the first back down here. That's right.
It keeps humans locked in material perception, unable to see the bars of their cage. The global elite knows this. They practice rituals designed to maintain their connection to the archons and ensure their souls are not recycled like the common masses. Secrets.
I guarantee when I post this video, you still won't have dummies still typing in the comment section. I could disable the comments. Maybe I should. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'll think about it. I don't know. But it's just going to be dummies. They're still going to, after you receive this information, you will still type in the comment section some dumb shit about G's on the main line. You know what I mean? After you just receive this information, and all you got to do is go back and study the Gnostics. All this information is here at your fingertips. This is 2026. And you still choose to be dumb. And then you want, and this is my thing, this is the crazy thing, is that not only that you choose to be dumb, but you're out here trying to drag people back down your dumbass alley. Nobody ain't trying to follow your dumbass. If you want to be dumb, you go ahead and be dumb by your damn self. You will be a gang stalker, you go be a gang stalker by your damn self. Leave me the fuck alone.
Societies like the Freemasons, the Illuminati, and the Skull and Bones perform ceremonies that involve death and rebirth symbolism, binding their consciousness to specific bloodlines across lifetimes. This is why they obsess over genealogy. They ensure their souls are not recycled like the common masses. Secret societies like the Freemasons, the Illuminati, and the Skull and Bones perform ceremonies that involve death and rebirth symbolism, binding their consciousness to specific bloodlines across lifetimes. This is why they obsess over genealogy.
Facts. And if you watch the movie Selfless, it shows you how they can download their consciousness into another youthful body. That way they'll remember everything and they can just continue on with their life without going through the birth canal, shitting all over yourself, crying. You got, Tamika in the hood is your mother now. And Ray Ray's your father. Picture that. Y'all gonna, a lot of y'all gonna die, right? And y'all gonna reincarnate right back into a bot-ass family. And you're gonna be gang stalked all over again. You're going to be saying the same old story. My mom is a gang stalker. My dad is a gang stalker. You're going to be singing the same old, all around the world, the same song. That's right. You know what I mean? You're going to be singing the same old damn song because you ain't learned in this life, in the past life, and then your next life to come because you refuse to wake the fuck up. You know what I mean? So you're going to keep on, they're going to keep on loosing you. You want to keep on getting reincarnated. As long as this reincarnation, this recycle machine is up and running, They're going to harvest your soul and continue to do this crap all over again. You can be born in another gang-stalking family. Everybody, if you're being gang-stalked in this life, you can be gang-stalked in the next one. You best believe it. If you come back down this bitch, you will. I guarantee it. You know what I'm saying? Your whole family. You want, man, why am I the only one in my family being gang-stalked? Why am I the black sheep? Why am I the chosen one? You can be calling yourself a chosen one all over again. Go ahead. You can continue to live many lives calling yourself the fucking chosen one. Or you gonna be the chosen one. The chosen one is gonna get the reptilian boot up your damn ass.
They are ensuring their awareness, their power, and their connection to the Archons transfer from generation to generation. But there is a reason this knowledge is surfacing now. The system is breaking down. The frequency of Earth is rising. More people are waking up. More souls are remembering. And the Archons, the reptilian overlords, know their time is running out.
I don't know about motherfuckers waking up, but I do know that a lot of shit is going down. With that being said, I'm going to stop this video. Holla back.
Yeah. Way up. Turn it all up.